Hi everybody! I thought it would be fun to do some video posts once in a while, so today we're going to make yummy bars. You can probably guess from the title that we love them in our household. So the first thing that I always do, I'm going to try hard not to turn my back to you too often when I'm recording this, and please forgive how tiny my kitchen is. The first thing I'm going to do is measure out my dry ingredients. That's what I always do when I begin baking, and I'm going to show you a little trick in case you don't already know this about measuring flour. The worst thing to do when you're measuring flour is to scoop it out of the container into your measuring cup. That will give you way more flour than you need. The second worst thing to do is to put your scoop in here and then just shake it out like this, because the flour settles in the measuring cup and that will also give you more flour than you need. So the trick is to scoop it and then take a knife, I just use a butter knife, and scrape it off the top. I always spill a lot when I'm cooking, so don't worry about that. And then pour it in your container. So I need 1.5 cups of flour. That was a half a cup. Next, I need baking soda. I need 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I have this handy dandy little measuring thing that you can adjust how much you need. I love this thing. So I need 3/4 teaspoon. And with baking soda, you also don't want to shake this. The baking soda usually has something on the top where you can scrape off how much you need, so I have a perfectly level teaspoon there. And now I need 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And the baking powder also has something on it, usually, to help you make a level amount. So you just scrape it across the top like this, and now I have a level amount. I always use unsalted butter when I'm baking, so I usually add a little sprinkle of salt. We'll just put a little pinch of salt. And then next, I always take a whisk. If you don't have a small whisk, you can just use a fork. And I whisk the dry ingredients together because it's good to get air in the flour, and just to make sure that the baking soda and baking powder and salt all get spread around evenly. Okay, now you can just set the dry ingredients to the side because we'll start working on the wet ingredients.